Hey, this is Johnny Young Bosch, and you're watching Brian Awesome.
At Nekocon 2021. How has your con been? Yeah, man, it feels so good to see people again. It's so, man, I know in Los Angeles, like, we've been really, like, you know, it's slow to bring back the con scene. So it's just so nice to be home, number one, where I grew up, and then two, just seeing people again, and everybody's so friendly here, and it makes me so happy. So I'm glad you're all here. Thank you once again. Yeah, so how I wanted to start off this panel. Well, let's start with an introduction. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Winckler. I'm a voice actor out in Los Angeles, California. I voice characters such as Yu-Gi-Oh! From Sword Art Online, Zed from Disgaea 6, Kuro from Inspector, Enju and Fena, Pirate Princess, Louie from Beyblade Burst Turbo and the entire Beyblade series, as well as Red from Pokemon Masters, Beat from Pokemon Twilight Wings. There's a lot more. I've also been able to voice in projects like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Neo, The World Ends With You. What else? There's
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Fire Emblem Heroes. Yes, it's a Monster Hunter. Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise as Utsushi. Yeah, it's Kuroko's Basketball as Izuki. Yeah, it's funny because I totally, it's gotten to the point now where I'm like, oh no, I can't remember all of them, you know, at least in one sitting. But that is a great problem to have. Guys, thank you once again for joining us. Just to further my introduction, I grew up here in Chesapeake, Virginia. You know, I like, thank you. And it's so good to be home because I was supposed to be at KigaCon last year, but sadly they had to cancel, you know, due to everything going on in the world. But I'm glad that we're here, we're healthy, we're, you know, and happy, you know, which is the most important part. Okay, so fun panel you're in for. So does anyone here know how auditioning and, you know, things like that work? Yes? Yes, okay. I want to get, Brennan, I want to get your opinion on how you think, you know, auditioning works. Yeah, if you want, you can come up here, or you can, like...
Yeah, okay.
I'll be handing the mic to a lot of you today, so be ready.
Alright, now do you mean like how to take an audition or the audition process in general?
The audition process in general.
Okay, so typically the audition process is if you have an agent, your agent will usually send you stuff from like different companies and like different studios saying, hey, we need you to, or there's a couple of characters we want you to do takes for. You record it, you make sure everything's pristine, up to code. You send it to it's either your agent or the casting director, and then they may or may not give you a call back on it, or at least that's the information I know on it.
Sick, not far off, not far off. Brennan is actually one of my best friends. We've known each other since middle school, so I like to pick on him. He's been helping me all weekend, so I would appreciate a hand for him. And Dominique as well. Dominique has been helping me all weekend. If you could just give a hand for them really fast, it's really treated me really well this weekend. Yeah, Brennan kind of hit it in a lot of the right areas. So typically what will happen is as a voiceover talent, you'll make connections with studios, and studios will send you auditions directly, or they'll send it to your agent, and then your agent sends it to you. Almost all auditions are done from home now. You can do auditions either in studio or from home, but typically it's been a lot of like you know, auditioning from home lately, especially with COVID going on and stuff. I think I've maybe had geez, I don't remember the last time that I had an in-person audition. I think my last in-person audition was for Fire Emblem Heroes at Cup of Tea, and that was forever ago. I think that was like almost 3 years ago now. Anyway, so what I have on my stage here are a bunch of real scripts sent from real casting directors and things that I've auditioned for and have actually booked, maybe one or two, no, three, I don't know, a few of them. And what I'm giving you the opportunity to do today is run through an actual audition scenario. So you guys will have no idea who this character is, or how they act or whatever. You may see some popular characters, but that doesn't mean that you know them. And I'll be having you read for me, and I'll be giving you direction, and then you're going to give me another read. And so I would like to incorporate all that into this panel in a timely manner because we only have an hour, but I really want to get as many people a chance as possible. So right before we start, do y'all have any questions about what it's like to audition or pursue acting as a career or anything like that? I'll answer a few questions. Okay. Yes, right here.
How nerve-wracking is it when you actually get something and you're waiting for callback to come?
Oh, it's the worst. Because especially as a full-time actor, and not only is it your creative, drive, is starving, but also as hi, my rent has to get paid. It's like man, I would really like this. It can be nerve-wracking, but most of the time these days I'll send it out and I'll forget about it. It's crazy. At first I was really oh no, I hope I get this one. I hope I get this one. Now it's okay, I'm going to send it off. All right, let's see if I hear back from that one. And sometimes I do, and I'm that's when I get excited. That's when all the stress of oh, I didn't know that I was excited about that one, comes in, and it's just yeah, you were excited for that one. So most of the time you just forget about it though. But yeah, anyone else? Yes, right here.
What are the types of things we should put into a voice demo?
Types of things you should put into a voice demo. So typically I don't say make a demo until you're ready. I was dumb and did the opposite. I was in New York and I improv'd an entire demo in one night, and I then shot it out to a bunch of companies in New York, and I got lucky and I got some calls. But typically, for a voiceover demo, what you want to do is you want to, number one, lead off with your normal voice. People don't want to hear a wild voice right out the gate because they want to hear you. They want to hear what you, the real you, can bring to a project, right? And then you get to build upon your voice throughout your demo. Which is typically only a minute long, so you have to make strong choices and make sure that they're great choices. And then you can build upon those characters, and each character can be different, have different voices, whatever, right? All right, yeah, that's typically what you want. But yes, anyone else? Yes, in the corner in the back.
How do you calm the voices in your head and choose the right one for a character?
Well, the voices in your head. For me, it's never been about necessarily what's going on in my head. It's more the character that I can create. So, a lot of the time, I don't have the largest range in the world, but man, I can make good character choices, right? So if you feel like someone oh, I can't make my voice go super low, or or bring it super high, your best asset is the fact that you can create a character that's believable, enjoyable, and interesting. So it's about making choices. So it's not just about the voices in your head. Now, the voices in your head can help build a character, but that's what they should be there for. They shouldn't just be there for the sake of the voice being there. Oh, I have a deep voice, so now I'm this character. It's oh, I can be an older dad who's kind of had a tough time in life, and I'm experiencing joy for the first time in 20 years. It's really just making those character choices that will set you apart from the people that are just doing voices. It's about acting. So yeah. All right. Any others? Yes, right here.
Is there any vocal exercises you do before an audition?
Not anymore. I used to be really obsessed with that. And I would do scales all the time. But nowadays, it's really easy for me to, just kind of, because I get so many auditions in my inbox, I have to make the choices like immediately, and I don't have time to like warm up or anything like that, because then I'll have like 50 other things to do. When I do warm up is like when I have a tough session, or like I have a con like this, or anything like that where I'm gonna be like all the time, because that's gonna be tough. Yeah, typically not, but you can. It never hurts. I actually kind of recommend it. If you have time, do it. So, yeah. Any other questions? Yes.
What's the mindset you have when you have like a brand new script and you don't know what the character sounds like?
So your mindset when you get a brand new script, but you don't know what the character sounds like yet. That is all the fun of working in voiceover. You get to make that up. Because there's no one right way to voice a character, right? I could have someone that's, they have a script here and it says, this character's vocal style is confident and rival type. And I'm like, oh, there are a million different ways that I could play this. So that's the beauty about it. Like, you don't know how that character is going to be until you step into that booth and you make the choice. And the moment you make that choice is the moment that character comes to life. So, yeah. Any other fun questions? I am taking quite a few questions because I want to get as many curious or curiosity, ADHD. I'm trying to get as many good questions out of the way as possible. Yes, hi.
So how did you first start out, very first? Because I've been trying, but everything I'm seeing is crazy amount of money to get you into classes and stuff. How did you do it?
Okay, so my story actually started here. My dad's actually right here. My dad, he came to see me. I love him very, very much. Without him, I wouldn't be doing this. Funny enough, I was living with my parents, and I was going to TCC, and I was studying music. And because I had no plans on being a voice actor, I just wanted to do music, and I wanted to learn how to write songs and sing and all these other things. And I bought all this studio equipment. I bought an AT2020, an amazing mic, by the way. If you guys are starting off and trying to get into VO, AT2020 is a very cheap condenser microphone that you can connect into a sound interface. Write all this down, and then connect that to your computer. It's like 99 bucks, which is cheap on VO and for professional setups. And so I bought one of those while I was working as a camp counselor in Texas over a summer. And then I came home and I started trying to make music with it. I wasn't very good at that. I did not know much about music production at the time. And so I was watching a lot of anime and cartoons, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. These people do this, for real. They can dub this anime and they make careers off it. You know what? That'd be a fun thing to do in my pastime. Since I have all this studio equipment, might as well do it. So I cleared out my closet, and made a little booth out of it. And I would stay up late at night just talking to people online that were kind of doing the same thing as a hobby. I would make my own fan dubs. I would, create things because I knew that in this area we didn't have much as far as acting and those things, at least that were affordable. Everything online is outrageously priced, and so what I did, I took a class at TCC, a theater class, and I spent some time there just learning, and I didn't learn an amazing amount, but I didn't stick with it too long either. I was kind of notorious for that. I just wanted to make my own stuff. I didn't want to go through the process of learning and taking my time with it. I wanted it. So I eventually ended up getting a job. Because I left TCC, I kind of stopped taking classes. I'm a dropout. But I started. What was it? I dropped out, and then I got a job as a flight attendant for United Airlines, and so I was supposed to move up to New York, And my mom was like, hey, you know, I know you've been doing this as a hobby. Why don't you ever think about doing it professionally? And I was like, no, you know, because like, how could I do this professionally? I'm just some like kid from here, you know. And so I moved up there, and you know, all this opportunity was open because I had like, you know, studios right around the corner that I could walk to. So I did a dumb thing, and I made a demo, and one night I improv'd a demo, and I threw on some crappy sound effects, and I just made sure that didn't sound bad. Like, it was just barely passable, you know, and I sent it out to, like, Google and Amazon and Marvel and Disney. And I got a few callbacks. I got to audition for Pokemon, Sun and Moon. Like, I remember because I was freaking out because I went into the studio, Do Art Studios in New York, and Lisa Ortiz was sitting at the chair, and we had never met each other before. And she's like, all right, so let me show you what we're working on. And she shows me Pokemon. She starts playing some pre-production of Pokemon Sun and Moon on the TV, and I'm like, the art style looks so different. I don't like it. Like, you guys know that timeline. Like, it was right as X and Y was ending, and like, I loved that series. It was so good. And then Sun and Moon happened, and the art style changed, and I was like, this isn't Pokemon. This Schmokemon. Yeah. Like, but no, I was very excited. I got to audition. I didn't get cast as anyone, but you know, I still had that opportunity, and I was like, I can't believe what I just did. Like, I got to do that. And so, like, that's when I was like, I want to do this professionally, and no one's going to tell me that I can't. And so I just started working, and I was staying with my cousin in Jersey, and he let me have the room, and I built a booth out of the walk-in closet, and just like, again, was not getting opportunities professionally, just instead making my own stuff. And when I made my own stuff, and like, you know, the more practice I got, I felt comfortable sending that out to studios. And then I actually started booking stuff. Like, I booked, my first ever role, I think, was Green Goblin from Marvel Avengers Academy. And from there, I got to really, you know, learn more and more about VO in general. And so then I started getting more opportunities, and I was like, the animation scene is kind of dry here, but I want to get into anime and video games and all that stuff. So I have two options, Dallas or LA. Dallas for Funimation and, you know, Sound Cadence and Sentai Filmworks and all that, or LA for Disney, Pixar, Nickelodeon, all that stuff. And I was like, I'm going to LA. So then I started sending out my demo there. I started taking lots of classes. Lots and lots of classes, and I've learned so much in the past 4 years. I've only been doing this for 4 years professionally. I think we're coming up to 5 here soon. But it's crazy the amount of stuff that I've gotten to work on in that time. So, you know, that is my story. And it's certainly not impossible. So make sure you take lots of classes, even if they're just here. You know, like, no amount of knowledge is small enough. You know, or you know, minuscule. You know, I think anything that you can gain from here, you take it, and you know, you take that with you into the future, wherever you choose to go. So yeah, that's that. Yeah. Thank you. All right. How about this? Enough about me, and let's focus on y'all. All right. Bing, you just got a message in your inbox. I wonder what that is. Oh, you got one of these wonderful auditions. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. All right, if you would like to audition for me, all right, you're going to go ahead and go down this middle lane, go around the side, down this wall. I know I'm giving you a lot of specific instructions. All right, and come down to the stage and grab a script. Okay? I'm not going to be able to get through everyone. I can tell you that right now. So please, 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 please don't be too disappointed if I don't get to you. But I will try to get to as many people as possible. Okay? All right. I'm excited to hear y'all. All right, and just everybody come on down. All right? And you're going to get to choose a script. All right, and then we're just gonna hop right into it, just like a real audition. That's right, you get no prep. You get no prep. You stay right here, sir. All right, so yep, we're gonna line around just like that. Perfect, perfect. Nice, nice. All right, and if we can, yep. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Awesome. So then, we're going to hand the mic off to you, sir. All right, just like that. All right, and you're going to tell me the character that you're reading for. Looks like Dale. Sweet. Here, I'm gonna let you. Okay. Yeah, you got it? Yeah. Sweet. So we're doing, Nate, right? Nate just got an email in his inbox for a show called If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord. Yes, that is the actual name of the show. For a character called Dale Recce. That is a character that I played about, I'd say like 2 years ago, or about a year ago. Very fun character. I'm going to let you take a moment to look. And then you're going to slate your name into the microphone, and then you're just going to give me some reads, okay? You're going to read through the script, okay? Your name. Yes, so here's an example. Brandon Winckler.
Empowered by evil to teach kids right, we are Vile Villainy Super Squad, Ruffian Rangers. Now get lost.
Just for example, you know, all right, and whenever you're ready, Nate, you can take it away.
Don't know how I'm going to top that. But.
Yes, and whatever. And then what's going to happen after he reads once, I'm going to give him a small direction, and then he's going to go ahead and give me a second read. And then we're going to clap, and he's going to have audition.
My name is Nate.
Just Nate Adams?
Nate Adams.
Nate Adams.
How do you remember that?
Oh, just have good memory. When it wants to remember things, the brain works.
Of course, I could go into town with them too, but that might look overprotective and untrusting and maybe even weird. And besides, Kenneth will be with her. Yes, Kenneth will be with her. They'll be fine, she'll be fine, and they say if you love someone, you have to learn to let them go. What do you mean, you lost Latina? You turned and she was gone? In the middle of the shopping district? Where'd she never been before? An adorable little girl surrounded by hundreds of strangers. Well, what's done is done, I guess. It doesn't matter how it happened or whose fault it was. We'll just have to put a plan together and calmly go look for her. Freaking out about it won't solve anything.
So it's Latina.
Latina.
Not Latino. Trust me, funny story about this character, we actually recorded Latina in the booth, and I was like, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And sure enough, we got an email from Crunchyroll, and they were like, hey, so we should probably not call the like one of the main characters like an ethnicity. And I'm like, yeah, no, it's Latina. Okay. So yeah, just for your future ones.
Okay. Yep. She's lost? Latina's lost? What do I do? Where could she be? How could this happen? I failed you, Latina. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me.
Awesome. So, all right. So, for Dale, what I would really love you to do, I really want you to focus on his overprotectiveness, okay. Right? And make sure to say Latina. Latina. So, Latina.
Okay.
You know, so the story about Dale is, he finds a demon girl in the woods and basically adopts her. So he becomes a new dad. So, I really want to hear a lot of that overprotectiveness. Freak out way more. Dale freaks out. Just lose your mind. Okay. This is one of those characters where you get to do that.
Okay.
All right. So, all right, go for it.
Of course, I could go into town with them, too, but that might look overprotective and untrusting, and maybe even weird. And besides, Kenneth will be with her. Yes, Kenneth will be with her. They'll be fine, she'll be fine, and they say if you love someone, you have to learn to let them go.
Give me more freak out in this next line, okay?
What do you mean, you lost, Latina?
More freak out, you're terrified.
You turned and she was gone? In the middle of the shopping district, where she never been before? An adorable little girl surrounded by hundreds of strangers? Well, what's done is done, I guess. It doesn't matter what happened or whose fault it was. We'll just have to put a plan together and calmly go look for her. Freaking out about it won't solve anything. She's lost? Latina's lost? What do I do? Where could she be? How could this happen? I failed you, Latina. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please, forgive me.
Yeah, that was good. Good job, man. Way to go, way to go. Thank you so much. Sweet. And I'll take that from you. You can leave your script right over here once you're done. All right? Oh, also, if you're picking up your script, I don't care if it's male, female, whatever. Just choose whatever character you would like, okay? All right, that's all you. And you're gonna slate for me, tell me what character you're voicing, and then popping right into it. Looks like Chili right now, right? Chili? Chili, sorry.
Is it Chile?
Chili.
Thank you.
Yes.
Eliza Daniels, Chile. I'm still a galactic patrol ship. This is my out. No one will touch me if they know I'm part of the Frieza Force, you know?
Oh, one more thing. Just do the first 6 lines for me, okay? So you're on the right track.
Okay. Yeah. So what's this dictator like? I hear he's tiny. Yeah, I got you. So, what are you called again, Creeper? Okay, so, remind me what to call you. That's...
All right, go ahead.
You want one of these to eat? They're not bad. Here.
Cool, well done. All right, so for your direction, all right, so the benefit of having a picture to go along with your audition is that you kind of get to look and see the type of person they are, you know. So this one says a Han Solo type. That's like a young Han Solo type, so kind of reckless and, you know, a little bit of an attitude, a suaveness maybe. I want to hear a little bit more of that if you could. You know, go ahead and give me a little bit more attitude, maybe just like, especially with the, so what's this dictator like? And here's tiny, you know, like really give me like some of that you know, suaveness and that, you know, you can make fun of him a bit. So go for it, first 6, one more time, give me a lot more attitude, okay?
I have to put my thumb where the 6th line is, I can't count. I stole a galactic patrol spaceship, and this is my out. No one will touch me if they know I'm part of the Frieza Force, you know? So what's this dictator like? I hear he's tiny. Yeah, I got you. So, what are you called again, Creeper? Okay, so, remind me what to call you. You want one of these seeds? They're not bad. Here.
That was great. Way to take direction. You really good at taking direction.
I helped my sister with voice acting for her channel.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, no, that's great. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah. No, great job. Great job. Thank you. All right. You're up next. Oh, I see Axel. All right, so video games. Video games are a different breed. They're a lot more realistic than anime. That's something I'll say right away. They want everything grounded and real. And, you know, very, very, like, not as in your face as anime tends to be. All right, so whenever you're ready, sir.
Greg Paluchek, and reading for Axel Lowe.
Let me know when you feel like giving up. You're a weak one, eh? Step down, mate.
Oh, it's all good. You're doing great. Just keep on going. Keep on going.
Give me a break. This isn't going nowhere. Axel Bomber! storm! Oh!
Nice, good job. All right, so your direction. All right. So I wanna hear you project a bit more. All right. Don't be afraid to get up on the mic a little bit, and let me hear you really well. And then for things like Axle Bomber, Sickle Storm, it shouldn't be tucked in. You know, like if these are call-outs, these are fighting efforts. So you're in the moment. You're throwing things. I should be able to hear you throw something like Axle Bomber. You know, you feel that physicality when you throw the weapon or whatever the case might be, right? So give me a little bit more projection. You're doing great. All right, and make sure that I hear that physicality in these lines. All right, so go ahead and try again.
So read them all again?
Yep, with that direction in mind.
Let me know when you feel like giving up. You're a weak one, eh? Stay down, mate. Give me a break. This isn't going nowhere. Axle Bomber! Sickle Storm! Oh!
Great job, dude. Way to take your lesson. That's awesome. Hey, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I know this guy. Who are you reading for?
I'm going to read for Belmont.
Oh, heck yeah. All right. Whenever you're ready, I'm just going to put some things away. I'm listening to you.
Sean Hayes, Belmont. Ah, jeez. Look at this mess. Don't you know that destroying an enforcer is grounds for termination? You some kind of idiot or something? Under whose orders? Dumb piece of scrap! Nobody calls the shots around here but me. Ha! I agree. We should end this farce. But I won't be the one to die. After all, this is my world. And I get to choose who lives and who doesn't. Why would I? Kicked around by a kid? That just hurts the pride a little too much. You know, I've never been great with kids. Too many emotions, not enough substance. Maybe good for lab rats, but that's about it. That's why this won't hurt me a bit. I know vile little rodents like you deserve to be crushed. Nova, come to me!
Nice, well done, dude. All right. So, if I were to give you any direction, Sean, I would say I want to hear a bit more of his sarcastic nature. Like, I want to hear a bit more of the wit, and I would like to hear just a tad bit more of his cruelty. You know, those two things, I think, would really sell the character well. And I don't know if you can deepen up anymore, but I'm curious what would happen if we added just a little bit of gravel.
Well, I can deepen up a little bit more.
Yeah, let's see. All right, man. Show me what you got.
Ah, jeez, look at this mess. Don't you know that destroying an enforcer is grounds for termination? You some kind of idiot or something? Under whose orders? You dumb piece of scrap! Nobody calls the shots around here but me. Ha ha! I agree. We should end this farce. But I won't be the one to die here. After all, this is my world, and I get to choose who lives and who doesn't. Why would I? Kicked around by a kid? That just hurts the pride a little too much. You know, I've never been great with kids. Too many emotions. Not enough substance. Maybe good for lab rats, but that's about it. That's why this won't hurt me a bit. I know vile little rodents like you deserve to be crushed. Nova, come to me!
Oh, yeah. There you go. Let's go, dude. All right. for the sake of time, I'm gonna cut down the scripts a little bit. So I'm gonna ask you, Tara, to go ahead and only do the first half of this script, if that's possible. I know these scripts are kind of long, but you know that tends to be what happens. So we're gonna only do the first half, so that first little section, okay? And that's gonna be the same with everybody else too, okay? So whenever you're ready, feel free.
Megan Miranda, Tara. Belmont was once just an ordinary scholar. That is until he killed our former leaders and claimed the city with an iron fist. He has been terrorizing us ever since. This is merely speculation, but I believe a being of tremendous power may have played a part in his rise to tyranny. We have been careful not to draw Belmont's attention, which is why we take refuge in our hideouts. As for the future, I want to fight back against Belmont. At least I hope to do so. Your cooperation is appreciated. For now, let us move to the nearest hideout. My apologies. It appears my manaflux system has been impaired.
Okay, awesome. Hey, so for your direction, answer me this question. Who are you talking to in this moment?
I am talking to the main character and explaining who somebody is.
So who's the main character?
The heroine.
The heroine. Who's the heroine?
I actually don't know.
It's okay. The point of that was just to tell you you get to make that up.
Gotcha.
So I want you to put a name to the face.
Okay.
All right. I want you to imagine yourself actually talking to someone in this moment.
Okay.
Okay. Because right now it's coming off a little bit like you're just kind of reading. You know.
Okay.
You're not doing bad, but right now I think it would help if we just put a mental picture of someone you care about, and also remember that Belmont is this terrible person, but he didn't always used to be that guy, So I want to hear the sadness of that turn, even though she's an AI, which I know it's complicated. I think you can pull that out. So picture someone in your mind that you're talking to, all right, and I want to feel that sadness a bit. Okay.
Belmont was once just an ordinary scholar. That is until he killed our former leaders and claimed the city with an iron fist. He has been terrorizing us ever since. This is merely speculation, but I believe a being of tremendous power may have played a part in his rise to tyranny. We may have been careful not to draw Belmont's attention, which is why we take refuge in our hideouts. As for the future, I want to fight back against Belmont. At least, I hope to do so. Your cooperation is appreciated. For now, let us move to the nearest hideout. I apologize. It appears my manaflux system has been impaired.
That was way better. Good job. That's so good. Thank you so much. All right. Yo, Brendan, what's up?
What's up?
You're right there, buddy. All right. And if you could do me a favor, Brendan, go ahead and read only lines 1, 2, and 4.
All right.
Yes.
Brennan, reading for Ruffian Red. Empowered by evil to teach kids right, we are the vile villainy super squad Ruffian Rangers. Not get lost. A half-hearted hero like you needs to be beaten into the ground by the vile villainy super squad Ruffian Rangers. Looks like you gained your sense of justice, Prison Red. That's my greatest rival for you. I'm gonna have to bring my A game from now on.
Nice. All right. I want to hear way more confidence from you. I want to hear way more confidence. This character is big, is boisterous. Its entire life, their entire life, this character is about the vile villainy super squad Ruffian Rangers. All right. They are imagine they're evil Power Rangers and their greatest rival are the normal Power Rangers, and so they're always trying to one-up the normal Power Rangers. It's goofy. It's gonna be goofy, so feel free to...
Go extra?
Yeah, go extra.
Okay.
All right, take 2.
Empowered by evil to teach kids right, we are Vile Villainy Super Squad Ruffian Rangers. Now get lost.
All right, one more direction. Slow down.
Oh, I bet.
No, you're good. Slow down and project a bit more. Like, I really want to hear it. Like, you want the entire world to hear you in this moment. Okay, you are the Vile Villainy Super Squad Ruffian Rangers.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Empowered by evil to teach kids right, we are Vile Villainy Super Squad Ruffian Rangers. Now get lost. A half-hearted hero like you needs to be beaten to the ground by the Vile Villainy Super Squad Ruffian Rangers. Looks like you gained your sense of justice, Prism Red. That's my greatest rival for you. I'm gonna have to bring my A game from now on.
Nice, dude, nice. Thank you, thank you. Nice, got that up here. Very good. Hey there, man, what's up? Come on up, grab the mic, and let me know who you're reading for. Okay, so Theo, we're only going to do the first half. Is that okay? Yep. All right, very cool. All right. And whenever you're ready.
This is Antonio reading for Theo Cornero. This may be my first battlefield, but I can still tell who's trailing. I should have made a move much sooner. Because, as your lord, this is my battle. Fight me, now!
Awesome, awesome. Way to go. That was really good. So Theo, I know Theo really well. I voiced this character, and a big thing about Theo is he's constantly concerned not only for his friends and his allies, but his enemies as well. So I want to hear more of that courage and that care in his voice. Because right now he's on the battlefield and he has no idea what he's doing. He's just been watching the battles play out. Now he's taking charge. So, and then for the final line 5 here, it's "You'll fight me now." So you can go ahead and keep that "you'll" in there. I know it's anime terminology in the script, so it's fine. All right, whenever you're ready, take 2, courageous, taking charge.
This may be my first battlefield, but I can still tell who's trailing. I should have made a move much sooner. Because, as your lord, this is my battle. You'll fight me now.
Great job, dude. That was great. That's awesome, dude. Antonio, right there. Yeah, of course. Hey, come on up. Whenever you're ready. Yep. And then same thing here. We're going to do only the first half of the script, all right? And this is for Monica, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Allison Mercer, reading for Monica. Ahem. You still with me? Judging from that look in your eye, I feel the need to re-express a couple of things. I am weak, as you remember from my condition before. And I am not your food, as you remember from 5 minutes ago. I am not human. Saying it out loud causes my deeper gears to quiver ever so slightly, but I am a machine. So you would assault me even though you've seen how feeble I am. I'll add a note to my entry on vampires. They're not very gentlemanly at all.
All right, well done. All right, so I got some notes. Okay, so this is an AI that it sounds like she doesn't want to be an AI, right? In fact, it seems like she's more wanting to be a princess. So why don't we up the drama a bit? You know, like, first of all, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to an anti-hero character who is a vampire.
Okay, do you have a name or a face in anyone?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. I want you to do that again. Keep that in mind. And also, princess it up a bit. Maybe, you still with me?
Okay.
Judging from that look in your eye, I feel like, absolutely, like, you know, don't be afraid to, like, be a smart aleck. I'm not an AI. Okay, maybe I am, but screw you. Yeah, all right. Take 2.
You still with me? Judging from that look in your eye, I feel the need to re-express a couple of things.
More attitude, more attitude.
I am weak, as you remember from my condition before, and I am not your food, as you remember from 5 minutes ago. I am not human. Saying it out loud causes my deeper gears to quiver ever so slightly, but I am a machine. So you would assault me, even though you've seen how feeble I am. I'll add a note to my entry on vampires. You're not very gentlemanly at all.
Great job. Good direction, very good. Very nice, whoever's up next. Yes. Oh, for Dale. Sweet, beautiful. And you can grab the mic here and hop right into it. Let me know. I'm gonna say let's do. Gosh darn it, where am I? Oh, on the bottom. All right. So let's do line 1 and 3. Yep. Okay. 1 and 3.
Of course I could go with them into town. But might look a little too overprotective and untrusting. And maybe even weird. Besides, Kenneth will be with her. Yes, Kenneth will be with her. They'll be fine, she'll be fine. And they say if you love something or someone, you must learn to let them go.
You got it.
She's lost. Launchina is lost. What do I do? Where does she go? How could this happen? I failed you. Launchina, I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me.
Well done, dude. All right, so I got a few notes for you. All right. Number 1, don't be afraid to project. Like, really get loud with it. Because Dale, in particular, can be a very loud and, like, freak out character, right? And so, yeah, that's really the biggest thing. That, and be careful with your lines. Sometimes you'll mix up things, and I get it. I suffer with that too. I'll tumble over my lines all the time. So just go ahead, just stay a little more mindful of that, and project a bit more. Give me a good freak out. Yeah.
Of course I could go with them into town.
Louder, louder.
Of course I could go into town with them too. But it might look a little overprotective and untrusting and maybe even weird. And besides, Kenneth will be with her. Yes, Kenneth will be with her. She'll be fine, they'll be fine. And they say if you love someone, you must learn to let them go. She's lost? Launchina's lost. What do I do? Where could she be? How could this happen? I failed you. Launchina, I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me.
Good job, man. Thank you for taking that direction. Awesome. Okay. All right, come on up. How are you doing? That's good. Who are you rating for?
Kuro Saku.
Ah, Kuro, another character I know quite well. Give me just 1 second, and I'm gonna find that, and I'm gonna tell you which lines to do. Okay. You know what? Yeah, this is kind of like oh man, he's kind of like this emotionless character. So I think it's gonna be good if we go through all of these lines. So all right, go ahead whenever you're ready.
You're going to put yourself in danger again. You don't even have any special powers. But that's it, right? You don't have superhuman strength, or the ability to fly, or any talismans to create supernatural phenomena. You don't even have any physical or spell-like powers. And what if you run into another violent, aggressive monster like the other day again? I can't tonight. I want to enjoy the pork miso soup that I made last night. So go by yourself.
Cool. So good job. I'm gonna give you some context because this is a hard scene. All right, so this girl who's been obsessed with Kuro confronts him, and he confronts her. And basically she's going to go into a dangerous situation, but the problem is Kuro doesn't really have emotions, or, you know, he gives the impression that he doesn't have emotions because when he was a child, he gained an ability to basically heal from any injury. Like, he's an immortal being. He comes back to life when he dies, and it's very, very, like, it's kind of like numbed him to pain and most emotional stimuli. So the trick is getting that little bit of humanity that Kuro has in with that emotionlessness. So you genuinely care about this person, but it's really hard for you to show it. So go ahead, try it again. I know that was a lot.
You're going to put yourself in danger again? You don't even have any special powers. But that's it, right? You don't have superhuman strength, or the ability to fly, or talismans to create supernatural phenomena. You don't even have any physical or spell-like powers. And what if you run into another violent, aggressive monster like the other day again? I can't tonight. I want to enjoy my pork miso soup that I made last night. So go by yourself.
Good job, man. That's a hard character. Way to go. So, yeah, and you can drop off the script right here as well. Thank you so much. Great. And who's up next? Woo. There you are. Who are you voicing?
The young eagle?
Yeah, Yujio. Wonderful. All right. Yeah, I know Yujio very well. Let me find script. Did I grab one of Yujio? I had to. I'm smart. I can do this. Okay, maybe I'm not smart. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Yes, little helper. Okay, so I want you to hit lines 2, 3, and 8, or 2 through 8. Excuse me. Yeah, there you go.
Stop complaining. Be happy we can still go and do stuff with her. That'll end soon. She's the village elder's daughter, that's why. She has to learn to do all the stuff a lady's supposed to know, like manners and etiquette. She's going to be a role model for the villagers. That means no more playing with us boys anymore.
Good job. All right. Yeah. Can I just say your voice is really amazing for like those younger like boy characters. I could see you voicing like a boy or two. All right. So Yujio is very timid and kind-hearted. So even though he's scolding Kirito here, I really want to hear more of the timidness. Like I don't want to be arguing here, but you know I kind of have to take charge in this situation. Think that's a good starting point. And also line 8 in particular. I really want to hear some sadness when, you know, that means no more playing with us boys anymore. Like, man, I like playing with Alice, you know. So, yeah, whenever you're ready for take 2.
Stop complaining. Be happy we can still go and do stuff with her. That'll end soon. She's the village elder's daughter. That's why. She has to do all that stuff a lady's supposed to know, like manners and etiquette. She's going to be a role model for the villagers. That means no more playing with us boys anymore.
Well, that was very sad. Good job. Very good direction. Thank you so much. All right.
Joey for Theo Cornaro.
Sweet, first half.
This may be my first battlefield, but I can still tell who's trailing. I should have made a move much sooner, because as your lord, this is my battle. Fight me now!
Good job. Nice job. So with Theo, I really, okay, so how can I put this in a way that's appropriate? Your ass is getting kicked on the battlefield right now. Your entire team is struggling, and you're basically, you've been sitting on the sidelines, watching it all happen. Kind of your fault for not taking charge, because you could win this battle if you just went up there and took care of it. So even though it's your first battle, you can tell who's losing. So you're losing right now, right? I want to hear that desperation. I want to hear that courageousness, and yeah, it's all you.
This may be my first battle, but I can still tell who's losing. I should have made a move much sooner, because as your lord, this is my battle. Fight me now!
Okay, I'm going to let you read one more time. Slow down. Stick to the script. Yeah, I know I said that, but like that was just my direction. So stick to the script, slow down, and project a little more. Like, because you're on a battlefield, arrows are whizzing past your head, swords are clanging. You can't hear over your own thoughts, so you gotta speak up to be heard.
Okay, you got it. Take 3.
This may be my first battle, but I can still tell who's trailing. I should have made a move much sooner, because as your lord, this is my battle. Fight me now!
Good job, dude. Good direction, man. Thank you so much. All right. Come on up. How are you doing? Oh, Neku, we got our first Neku.
Brandon.
Yes. The 15? 10. What? We're already at 10 minutes left? Okay. Thank you.
All right. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna hop through this. Hold on, I'm gonna give you the lines. All right. All right. I want you to do 1, 2, and 5. Okay.
All right.
All right. Whenever you're ready.
Eric Bowser for Neku. Day 4 of the Reapers game, huh? What happens if I survive? Will anything change? I hate this ward. It sucks. It's full of self-absorbed tryhards just screeching at each other. They're the real noise. This whole time I've been talking with a cat. Calm down, Neku. Just breathe, okay?
Good job. All right. So I'm going to give you some quick direction here. All right. I want to hear, his default setting is really stoic, and sometimes he can be really pessimistic. So, like, I really want to hear that in your reads. You know, I want to hear, everything's a pain. Like, day 4 of the Reapers game, what happens if I survive? You know, like you're just kind of, like, at your wit's end. And then finally for line 5, do you see where it says OM fanboy freakout?
Yeah.
It means open mouth fanboy freakout. So basically it means that you get to have a moment where you're like, you know. So whenever you're ready.
All right. Day 4 of the Reapers game, huh? What happens if I survive? Will anything change? I hate this ward. It sucks. It's full of self-absorbed tryhards just screeching at each other. They're the real noise. This whole time I've been talking with a cat? Calm down, Neku! Just breathe, okay?
Good job, man. That was good. That was really good.
All right, come on up.
I'm doing Kuro Sakagawa.
Very cool, Kuro. All right, so but I'm gonna have you, just for the sake of time, we're gonna do the first. We're gonna do lines 1 through 6. Okay.
All right.
All right, you got it.
You're going to put yourself in danger again? You don't even have any superpowers. But that isn't right. You don't have any superhuman strength, or the ability to fly, or talisman to create any supernatural phenomenon.
Sweet. All right, dude. Yeah. There you go. Hey, so for your direction, right? I want you to slow down just a bit. Take your time with the lines. Wow, I said with the lines. Take your time with the lines. Get them in now that you've got them under your tongue. And I think we can bring down the emotion just a bit. Just like, you know, I think, yeah, just keep it stoic, keep it tucked in. All right, and try it one more time. Ready?
All right. You're going to put yourself in danger again. You don't even have any superpowers. But that's it, right? You don't have superhuman strength, or the ability to fly, or talisman to create supernatural phenomenon.
Dude, great job, man. Thank you. You really brought that down. Good job. Hi, come on up. Hi, how are you? Who are you voicing?
I'm Joey, I'm voicing Zed.
Good. All right, whenever you, hold on. I gotta find the script first. All right, so we're gonna do line 1, 2, and 3. Okay?
Yeah! Everyone who tries to stand in my way is going to get beaten to a pulp. I can't afford to lose. I've got to get stronger. Stronger, stronger, stronger! I don't give a crap why you're doing this. I'll crush anyone who tries to stand in my way, hero or not.
Good job. All right. So, I don't know if this is something you're comfortable doing with your voice, but do you think you can gravel him up just a bit, just to show that teenage angst a bit? What do you think?
I can, but how so?
Okay, so I voice this character, so it's a little weird for me to do it, but like I always kind of like, you know, I up my voice just a bit and then give it a bit of the gravel, just a little bit. It's just ever so slightly there. It's not pushed, but don't focus on it too hard. Trust me. If you can't do it, it's no big deal. All right, and then the other thing is, give me more energy in the laugh. Like Zed is constantly just hiding like the emotion inside. So use that. We have 5 minutes. Okay, guys. I'm sorry, we're not gonna get through everybody. I'm sorry, but if y'all will want to talk, I will be in the vendors hall signing and doing all that stuff and meeting everybody for the next hour. So just give me a little bit more energy.
Right.
And show me a bit more of that evil laugh. You like being a jerk. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah! Everyone who tries to stand in my way is gonna get beaten to a pulp. I can't afford to lose. I've got to get stronger. Stronger, 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 stronger! Phew. I don't give a crap why you're doing this. I'll crush anyone who tries to stand in my way, hero or not.
Good job. Oh, yeah. Good enough. Glad you came by. Hello. All right. So I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3. Y'all 3 are gonna be my last 3. I'm so sorry, but we have to move after 30. So I'm gonna have to cut it the line off there. I'm sorry. But who are we voicing? Zed. All right. So lines 1, 2, and 3, and you can go ahead and hop right in whenever you're ready.
Perkins, reading for Zed.
All right.
Yeah! Everyone who tries to stand in my way is gonna get beaten to a pulp. I can't afford to lose. I've got to get stronger. Stronger, 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 stronger! I don't give a crap why you're doing this. I'll push anyone who tries to stand in my way, hero or not.
Great job. That was great. Something I want you to do with your laugh, like make it more evil. Like, you know, like really like chew on that, you know? And your determination is going to be a little more evident in this next read, okay? So show me more determined as well, okay? I think you got the evilness down there, Pat, though. All right, ready?
Everyone who tries to stand in my way is gonna get beaten to a pulp. I can't afford to lose. I've got to get stronger, 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 stronger! I don't give a crap why you're doing this. I'll crush anyone who tries to stand in my way, hero or not.
Great job. So thank you so much. All right, so Dale, we're going to do lines 1 and 3, okay?
Right. Of course I could go into town with them too, but that might be a little overprotective and untrusting. Maybe even weird. And besides, Kenneth will be with her. Yes, Kenneth will be with her. They'll be fine. She'll be fine. And if they say if you love someone, you have to learn to let them go. She's lost! Latina's lost! What do I do? Where could she be? How could this happen? I failed you, Latina! I'm sorry, I apologize. Please forgive me.
Oh my God. Oh good. Alright, so I think my only thing is be a little gosh, I don't have much direction. Just make sure it's Latina, like please. And then yeah, just give me I don't know, do something you want to do with the character.
Of course, I could go into town with them too, and that might look a little overprotective and untrusting and maybe even weird. And besides, Kenneth will be with her. Yes, Kenneth will be with her. They'll be fine. She'll be fine. And they say if you love someone, you have to learn to let them go. She's lost! Latina's lost! What do I do? Where could she be? How could this happen? I failed you, Latina. I'm sorry. I apologize. Please forgive me.
Give him a hand. Good job. Good job. Very fun. Thank you. And our last participant of the day, guys, here you are. And who are you voicing?
Marissa, I'm reading for Theo.
Yes, Marissa. I remember you. Yes. All right. So whenever you're ready, do that first half for me, okay?
This may be my first battlefield, but I can still tell who's trailing. I should have made a move much sooner, because, as your lord, this is my battle. Fight me, now!
Good job. Good job. All right. So, something we got to remember about Theo is he's not an angry person. So at the end, it's a challenge, but it's not out of anger. It's out of, I have to do this. You know, so you'll fight me now, okay? You're not going to fight my friends. You're going to fight me because I'm the one that you should be facing, okay? So show me a bit more courageousness. I love what you're doing with the characters so far. Yeah, breathe for a moment. You're doing a great job. Yeah, just give me a bit more courageousness and lose some of the anger, okay? And I think you'll nail it, all right? Whenever you're ready.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, like trying to flip the stage, right?
I get you.
This may be my first battlefield, but I can still tell who's trailing. I should have made a move much sooner. Because, as your lord, this is my battle. You'll fight me now.
Good job, good job. Really took the lesson, man. Really lovely. Thank you so much. And everybody, thank you so much for attending the panel. I'm going to be over in the vendor's hall signing out my table. Guys, thank you so much. All of you are so talented, and I really appreciate you taking the time to read. Enjoy the rest of the con.